Hello everyone, this is Vicky from NIPER. In this video, I will discuss some important points of medicinal chemistry for GPAT 2025. This video will help you to score some good marks in your final exam. So now let's start. So the composition of Kalvishner reagent, that is iodine plus sulfur dioxide plus pyridine or imidazole or any base in a dry ether, that is solvent. So this Kalvishner reagent is used to determine the moisture content in your sample. So this is the composition of Kalvishner reagent. And the number of chiral centers in menthol is 3 chiral centers. And the configuration of cardiac glycosides is 5 beta and 14 beta. Remember this, it's a very common bit for GPAT. And the absolute stereochemistry of penicillin, this is a very important bit. The absolute stereochemistry of penicillin is 3s, 5r and 6r. So remember, it's a very important. So the absolute stereochemistry of penicillin is 3s, 5r and 6r. And again, this hydrolytic products of streptomycin. Generally, streptomycin undergo hydrolysis to give some compounds. Those compounds are streptidine plus streptose plus glucosamine and methyl. Very important. I'm repeating. Very important for NIPER also. The hydrolytic products of streptomycin, those are streptidine plus streptose plus glucosamine and methyl, or streptidine plus streptobiosamine. So very important. And generally the common thing, that is nucleotide, that means a nucleus base plus sugar plus phosphate, where nucleoside is a base plus sugar. Again, this the tetracyclines undergo epimerization to give different compounds. So tetracyclines in neutral pH gives you epitetracycle, where tetracycline under with strong acid gives you 5,6 anhydrotetracycline, and tetracyclines with strong base gives you isotetracycline. So these tetracyclines reactions are important. So this question was asked in GPAT 2024. The next is, so the number of chiral centers in tetracyclines are 5, and in ethambutol it is 2, menthol 3, penicillin 3 and chloramphenicol 2. So these are the different number of chiral centers for different compounds, and for tartaric acid it is 2. Very important. That D-threoisomer of chloramphenicol is most active form. Generally chloramphenicol have 2 chiral centers. So the D-threoisomer is an active form of your chloramphenicol. Very important. And 1,3,7-trimethylxanthan is called caffeine. 1,3-dimethylxanthan is called theophylline. 3,7-dimethylxanthan is called theobromine. So the chemical composition of these 3 compounds are very important. So 1,3,7-trimethyl. These all are methylxanthines only, but the composition is different. So 1,3,7-trimethylxanthan is your caffeine. And the stereochemistry of morphine, very important. The stereochemistry of morphine is 5R, 6S, 9R, 13S and 14R. So very important. And the nucleus or the ring present in timolol beta blocker, which is morpholine ring. It is a 1,2,5 thiodiazole ring. Very important. Common question. Again, the clavulanic acid has a beta-lactam ring fused to oxazolidine ring. So the only beta-lactam having an oxazolidine ring is clavulanic acid. The next, the sulfasalazine is a prodrug. Undergo azoreductase, which gives you 5-amino salicylic acid plus sulfapyridine. Very important. It will undergo azoreductase. So sulfasalazine, it's a prodrug, undergo azoreductase, gives you 5-amino salicylic acid plus sulfapyridine. Again, the sulindac is also a prodrug, but the active form of this sulindac drug is sulfide. So sulfide form of sulindac is active drug. And morphine, which undergoes N-demethylation, gives you normorphine. Generally in thiazides, in diuretics we have classification of thiazides. So in thiazides we have C7. The C7 position is very important to occupy SO2 and H2. So this C7 plays a very important role for the activity. And the starting material for warfarin synthesis, which is a coumarin derivative, is 4-hydroxycoumarin. Just read all the starting materials of different drugs. So that is very important. And the pregnenolone undergo Opner oxidation, which is an Nemer reaction. So study all the Nemer reactions from chemistry part, very important. So pregnenolone on Opner oxidation will give you progesterone. Remember this. And the estazolamide, which is a 5-estamide 3,4-thiazolidine 2 sulfonamide. Remember this. This is the IUPAC name of estazolamide, very important. The cycloserine, which is an analog of D-alanine. Generally, if you see the structure of cycloserine, normally when they ask this question, cycloserine, so people will choose serine as an answer because it contains serine. No, but cycloserine contains D-alanine. So the analog of D-alanine, that's your cycloserine. Very important. Next is your thiotepa contains aziridine ring and methotrexate contains a pteridine ring. Very important. Again, the morphine undergo acetylation to give heroin. Morphine undergo methylation to give codeine. And morphine undergo dehydrogenation to give apomorphine. Morphine undergo demethylation to give normorphine. And allylation to give nalorphine or allyl morphine. Remember these morphine reactions. The next is the stereoisomerism of tartaric acid. So tartaric acid contains 3 stereoisomers. Remember. So I have small mistake that tartaric acid contains 3 stereoisomers. And glucose have 2 enantiomers, that is D-glucose and L-glucose. And glucose is having 4 chiral centers. That means 16 stereoisomers are possible. So again, the malic acid and fumaric acid are geometric isomers, where malic acid is a cis form and fumaric acid is a trans form. And the configuration, the RS configuration of ephedrine is 1R and 2S, when the configuration of pseudoephedrine is 1R and 2R. Remember this. So these are some of the important points for medicinal chemistry part. So study all the reactions, all the prodrugs, and all starting materials of medicinal chemistry, and remember all the classifications, and look at the SARs also, the more important points from SAR, like which part is reason for the activity, those things. So study all these things. All the best for your exam. Thank you. Subscribe to this channel.